kind of just curious. There's a big difference.
You get the fuck out.
Make America great again! Woo! Big question. What do the yellow vests do here? Are you security?
We call ourselves marshals or peacekeepers, yeah.
Okay. So what do you do? Like you make sure certain people don't come in?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I know you guys.
Yeah, you remember me? Yeah, you're at the Arpaio protest. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions, like what you guys do.
No thanks. No
Can I
thanks.
ask you a couple questions?
No, you cannot.
May I, please? It's freedom of speech. Don't you believe in freedom of speech?
Yeah, it's my freedom of speach, mister.
Okay.
Get away
You don't have
from
to
me.
touch me. Hey, have a great day, sir. You're really, really tolerant left. Guy that called me right wing back here again. What do you got?
I was just asking this gentleman if he spoke.
Do you want him to?
I was curious.
Why?
Well, there are two of you, aren't there?
Huh?
There are two of you, aren't there? So just
Two of
curious
us.
to
Two
know.
of us. What?
What are you talking about?
What are you-
There are two of you standing here. One's filming, one's miking.
One has a microphone. Didn't you ever seen like how journalists do stuff? That one records, one talks on a
Why are you
microphone.
asking me what do I mean to?
You came over here to talk. You have nothing, I guess.
God's praise from where we
Oh, it's public education. You gotta take it.
Public education.
Come on, kids, schools,
Government-run
teachers.
education. That's too bad. A smart one here was homeschooled. Yeah, the Rosie O'Donnell statue. Make America great again. Woo! Love you. Take care. Have fun being unemployed.
Media guys. They interview people left-wing demonstrations. I don't know where they broadcast it, but they splice their little bits together and make us look like assholes.
And what's wrong with that? If they're trying to get the left's voice out, what's wrong with that?
They're not trying to get the left voice out. They're trying to give their community a right-wing view of the left.
And what's wrong with that?
If you don't think there's anything wrong with it, you're welcome to do it.
I will, thank you.
Freedom of speech, baby! Make it great again! Elizabeth Warren won 2020. Woo! Candidates on the other side or any other candidates on this side with good choices, like any other Republicans or any Democrats that you like in particular? My name is Matt, by the way.
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. What brings you out today? It's my first time in Reno. Just kind of curious what's going on. I know it's a women's march, but tell me a little bit about it. What brings you out today?
Do you want to talk? Sure.
Okay.
We're out here because we're intersectional feminists and we're just trying to like be around people who get that, I guess. Yeah.
I'm pretty ignorant. I don't know what an intersexual feminist is. Can you tell me? Intersectional?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
So that's basically the idea that sexism and everything in that area coincides with racism and transphobia, so that other issues affect sexism in different ways. If that makes sense.
I think I get it.
Okay.
Like everything is all under the umbrella of feminism.
Okay, so you're feminist.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the main issue, I guess, or main thing that brings you out today that kind of you want your voice to be heard about, or you feel that rights are being taken away from? Just something along those lines that kind of is the main issue as to why you're here, or something you support or don't support.
Just like everyone being equal, because we're all like on the same playing field of just everyone is a person and just everyone deserves the same things.
Okay. And you?
Yeah, I'm also here like,
For equality.
Yeah. And just like with the current government, I don't think it's right, and I think all generations should be standing up for it.
Okay. What is it as far as the current government or current administration? Obviously, I'm pretty sure you're talking about Donald. What is it from him that you feel like he's taking away rights from people such as yourselves?
Personally, I just feel like most marginalized groups don't feel very comfortable under his rule, and yeah.
Just not welcome or like they're not put in a position where they can exist.
Okay. Can you give me one example as to what he's done to make you feel that way? I'm not for him or against him. I'm independent. I don't care. I do this for fun. So I'm just kind of seeing what your guys' views are.
I just think a lot of his tweets and just comments and a bunch of things he said have been really exclusive.
Okay. Is there one on the top of your head you can come up with? I know it's on the spot.
I can't think of anything like off the top of my head, but yeah.
Try to block him out.
Okay.
Exactly.
Maybe like the wall. Do you hate the idea of having a wall?
We don't need that much separation.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys giving me a breakdown of why you were here. I feel like I learned a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
She was more motivated to come than I was, but I think it's also important to be out here and see what's going on. It's interesting to hear people's voices and then, take away from that and see where people are at.
Okay. So you came with your grandma. Is there anything specific here that kind of interests you, intrigued you to go? Because I don't know if my grandmother asked me to go to a women's march. I don't know if I would go, but I'm also a guy. But yeah, what kind of intrigued you to want to come?
I've talked to a lot of people recently who I talked to this lady not that long ago who said when she was taking tests in school, she actually lied to lower her test score because it was embarrassing to have a high test score as a female. And so it's little stuff like that that actually really is motivating to come out here and see the change.
Do you think women's rights are under attack right now?
I think a lot of things are under attack right now.
Okay. Like, if you don't mind me asking,
Sure.
can you name one specific thing that you think is under attack right now?
Specifics are hard to get into. There's a lot of just culture in America right now of attacking each other.
So, like,
And-
can you be one issue maybe, or one example? Some people say him bullying people on Twitter, Donald Trump, or they'll say government's a big issue and they believe in anarchy. Or did some people say they want more
Anarchy's a little
government because they like socialism?
Hello, everybody. My name is
What
Christina
kind
Trejo. I'm
of, I
from
guess,
the Summit Lake
is the biggest
Tribe.
issue to you?
It's happy to see a lot of
I think there
our native
is
women out
a
here.
lot of government
I'm gonna sing
corruption.
some,
I think there's
songs
not even
that I've
corruption,
been
but
singing
things that
since
need
I
to
was
be
like 5
addressed,
years old.
issues that need to be
So if you
addressed.
can all please
Not just this
dance in a
administration, but
circle.
all
These are,
administrations of-
dance
Yeah,
for the
not
ones
just
who
this
can't, for the ones
administration.
who passed
How
on.
we got here to this point of, so
Thank you.
knocking heads and back and forth is really more of the problem I see than, who's
Yeah.
in office right now.
And do you hate the current presidents, or do you just not care? You're not really into politics?
I don't agree with him. I am into politics, but I think it's
If you don't
not,
hate him, it's kind of a strong word.
I think hate is a strong word. I think that it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about how he got into office, what he's doing, and how America legitimately needs to respond to it and to the next administration and what we do in the future.
Did you think the candidates on the other side, or even the other candidates on his side, were good choices? Like any other Republicans or any Democrats that you liked in particular?
I wasn't super involved with that election.
So you didn't really care one way or another at that point, at that time in your
At that
life?
time, wasn't involved enough to, pay attention to all of the details that I should have with specific candidates, but
Do you think there's any good things that he does? A lot of people tell me about the bad things, and I always like to shed some light on something good. Is there anything good, do you think, that Donald Trump has done since he's been in office?
he's got people speaking, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think conversation and civil discourse is really important.
Right.
And so the fact that people are speaking about the issues that bug them is super
So you're a fan of
significant.
freedom of speech? People going out, standing up for their rights, or talking about different issues?
I'm a fan of conversation.
Right. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Catherine. That was it. Was anything that I said offend you at all? Appreciate it.
He's gonna try to kick you out. I'm looking at it. They work security for the event.
All right, Ellen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. Wanted to come out today, see what the march was about, kind of what you're doing here, and kind of see your take on all this.
Well, this is the third one that we've done here in Reno. I think it's the third one nationally too, right?
Right.
And I support any form of activism, just getting out there and showing support for people who feel like they're disadvantaged in some way or especially if I notice inequalities. I like to get out there and show my support too. So,
Right. What would you say the biggest issue you're here kind of trying to, make aware to, I guess, the public eye?
Just supporting the women of our society. I think there's still a lot of inequalities that aren't being addressed, or they're not being addressed in the right way, or they're being kind of dismissed as not that important. And I feel like if there's people that are saying that they're not being treated the right way or don't have the same rights as everybody else, then we should take them seriously.
And what if they're not telling the truth?
If they're not telling the truth, it's kind of hard for me to judge that. I think a lot of times you can tell if something is sincere or not, just by what they're saying and how they're arguing about it.
Right.
If they're not being truthful, then that's a whole other matter completely. It's something I have to look into and investigate. As it comes up.
If you don't mind me asking, so as far as women's rights issues, is there one issue in particular that you can mention from what you've seen that you think women aren't sharing the same rights as maybe men or any other gender?
I'd say the right to their bodies. I'm totally pro-choice, and I think women deserve that right. And also this whole rape culture thing. It's pretty scary, pretty disgusting. So I think we really need to address that as a society.
Do you think there's rape culture here in Reno?
I mean, everywhere. It's pervasive all over the place.
What is rape culture?
Rape culture is, there's women that get raped all over the place. Rapes for women are much higher than rapes for men. And just, jokes, figures of speech, anything that kind of promotes that idea that women are underneath men and they can, enforce themselves upon them.
Do you mind if I ask you a question real quick? My name's Joe, by the way.
Yeah.
So do you think certain jokes should be banned then?
I don't think they should be banned, but I think you should just be conscious of what you say and how it affects people.
Should there be punishment then for those that are saying inappropriate jokes that maybe promote rape culture?
What kind of punishment?
I'm just asking you the question. If you think there should be maybe monetary jail time, something like that.
It's freedom of speech, so you can say what you want, but you also have to understand that sometimes what you say is really kind of shitty, and it's it can have an effect on the general psyche of society that makes people think it's okay to treat people that way.
Like bullying.
And bullying, yeah. It's some things like you just don't say because
you're stupid.
Yeah, because it's not nice. It's not good to say.
So as far as like rape, I don't understand. So rape culture comes from people who are in power, men who are in power, and people who actually commit the crime of rape. Is that kind of what you're getting at?
Yeah. Or people who like grab other people's asses on the street because they think it's okay to do that, to put their hands on someone.
Right.
That all kind of perpetuates this idea that one person has power over another's body.
Do you think it creates a culture though? Because if I saw someone grab someone's ass, I wouldn't think it's okay, even if a million people were doing it.
But if nobody tries to correct that behavior, it leads and builds up to bigger crimes.
More people would think it's okay to do it.
Yeah. If people don't stand up for treating each other with respect and dignity, it's never going to happen.
You think it's a two-way street though? Do you think men could be sexually harassed by women?
Absolutely.
Okay. But the final question I like to ask, because I know everyone here doesn't like Donald Trump, so I have two questions at the end. What is the thing that you hate most about Donald Trump?
What's the thing I hate most?
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Single thing.
The single thing I hate most.
Some people have said Twitter. Some people have said racism.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Yeah, I think his kind of his tendency and ability to like claim victimhood when he is like not a victim of really
the first one I heard. I like that.
Yeah.
He plays victim.
Yeah, he's very good at playing the victim. He's like, oh, the system is rigged against me. Well, no, the system is rigged for you. You inherited $1 million you inherited a company.
From his dad, yeah.
Yeah, he ran it into the ground and he said, look how great of a job I did. Like, then he ran this campaign where he said the election is rigged against me, but he won because he was able to monopolize the news cycle.
He lost the popular vote.
He did lose the popular vote, and that's depressingly common with the people who win elections, is losing the popular
I'm kind of
vote.
for like an electoral college only because I'll give you an example. They elected that Taco Bell was the best Mexican restaurant nationwide, and that is not the best. That was the people that voted for that, but that's besides the point. So the next question is, can you name one thing you like about it?
Can I name a thing I like about Trump? I guess
his daughter.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Son.
I mean, here's one thing I like about him. His ability to, I suspect, inadvertently create visual metaphors for his own presidency. Like when he, lined tables at the White House with Wendy's and McDonald's. Like, what
made you hungry?
I think it was just an incredible, hilarious visual metaphor for the Trump presidency. Serving up something that's like
so funny.
Yeah, he's kind of funny, ironic, and he's totally an inadvertent laugh.
Do you think any of his daughters or sons are good looking?
I'm
sexually attracted to anyone?
I don't. What are you getting at?
Physically.
Sure.
Really? Both of them? Sons and daughters? Not very. No, it's too.
I honestly can't remember what they look like. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's got the one daughter that's definitely hot. I don't. Yeah.
I like to say Melania is probably old enough to be his daughter too. She's like 30, 40 years old.
What are you getting at?
Just wanted to go there with you. Appreciate you talking to me, Nora. I appreciate it. That was the end of the interview. Okay. I asked a weird question at the end, but I appreciate you talking to me.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. My name's Matt, by the way.
Nora,
nice to meet you.
Ma'am.
And I talked to a trans woman last year, and they said that they felt that the Women's March wasn't inclusive towards the transgender community. Have you ever felt like that because it's called a Women's March? They more glorify just women, one gender, more than they kind of include others, genders, or do you not feel that way?
So there is like a bit of there's a bit of an exclusionary vibe. But that mostly...
In the title Women's March?
I'm a member of the Burns Paiute tribe, which is the northernmost Paiute band. We're in Oregon and northern Nevada. And so we came down to participate in solidarity for missing and murdered Indigenous women, but also about environmental issues.
Are you 100% Native American?
I'm a Nome, my tribe, yeah.
So not like 1 in 1,024 or anything like that?